Now, recently on Tousi TV, we've been talking a lot about the clown world and all the woke tards and the stupid, idiotic comments and campaigns and cancel culture going around the world. It's getting worse and worse. As a bit of a reminder, let's go back to Carol Adams. Oh yes, the pseudo-intellectual Carol Adams, who a couple of years ago, in case you didn't see this before, at the Oxford Union debate, she said how meat is racist, also sexist and everything else. Because there's now new campaigns against going around trying to basically ban meat because it's against women, and it's just in favor of white people. If you eat meat, basically it means you don't like non-white people. So this is from a couple of years ago, right? Carol Adams is a writer and what she calls herself a vegan feminist and an animal rights advocate. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Let's go back to it because in case you missed it, it's funny.
Hamburger comes with a dose of misogyny. The assumption that the best protein comes from corpses is a racist belief. 21st century animal eating requires our complicity in a new colonialism. Our whiteness is part of the problem of meat eating. If you eat animals, you take up more climate space. Meat eating is also one of the ways gender-based structures of oppression are perpetuated. Men in the West are taunted to renew their man card by eating meat because that's what real men do. That's the sexual politics of meat, and it reveals how unsettled masculinity really is. That's why after 9/11, that's why after 9/11, a focus on men as heroes and on meat eating became part of the reclamation of a wounded masculinity. When a black man was elected as U.S. president, we saw how white this wounded masculinity was. White supremacists weaponized it, eating meat, eggs, and dairy. Images of milk-drinking white men, of platters groaning with meat, and the baiting of liberal men as so-called soy boys are all part of the neo-Nazi messaging. Sexy cows, sexy pigs, sexy chickens, sexy fishes, who all just want to have fun.
Who all just want to have fun. Just one point. The whole thing is ludicrous, right? And you've seen this before, right? But there are new campaigns doing the same thing based on what Carol Adams said at the Oxford Union a couple of years ago, last year actually. So, problem. What has 9/11 got to do with anything? So wait, we do know that the world did change a lot after 9/11. What's that got to do with meat? So is she claiming that before that, like on the 10th of December, people weren't using meat to be racist, and suddenly it's so stupid. The whole thing is stupid, but it's a good reminder. In case you're watching this, in case you're still at university or about to go to university, be on standby because this is what you have to deal with.